Chosen one, listen closely, because what I'm about to reveal will ignite the fire within your soul. If you're watching this right now, it's not by accident. God has orchestrated this precise moment to reveal your true power. The time for hesitant steps is over. A profound divine activation is about to occur, and the world as you know it will transform through your awakened light. You might have felt a deep yearning, a sense of unfulfilled purpose, but know this: your destiny is calling, and your role during this time is paramount. Your duty is clear. You are a catalyst for change, a beacon of hope in a world ready for spiritual renewal. The inner light that courses through your spirit, the unseen wings of purpose you carry, are not just symbols of beauty. They are instruments of strength, boundless creativity, and unwavering compassion. They are the shield against doubt, the compass in confusion. As old systems crumble, you will not only rise but inspire countless others to ascend with you. This is your time. You are a soul architect, a chosen being standing at the precipice of profound creation, with a destiny that cannot be denied. Your path leads toward a new dawn of collective consciousness, a place where your light can illuminate the way for humanity to reclaim its forgotten spiritual heritage. God has assigned you a sacred duty, one that resonates with the deepest chambers of your heart. You are not a mere observer, you are a vital force in the grand design unfolding. Everything you've yearned for, every silent prayer, every aspiration, has led you to this very moment. This is not just about personal fulfillment. This is about standing tall as the embodiment of divine love in the coming awakening. You are chosen for a profound reason. Before we dive into this life-changing message, I need you to pause for a moment and do these 3 things. Like this video to show your support. Subscribe to help us reach our initial channel goal of 1,000 subscribers and unite as one powerful wave of transformation. Leave a comment with the number 383, a divine sequence signifying new beginnings and amplified spiritual connection, confirming you are receiving this message and preparing for your destiny. If you're truly a chosen one, you'll stay with me until the end. Your spirit already knows this is for you. If you're not ready to embrace this powerful truth, you might not make it to the end. But for those who do, your life will be forever expanded. God has already prepared you for this activation. Your purpose is clear. The time to rise and shine is now. Stay strong. Stay open. Let's dive into the message that will transform everything. A divine symphony is about to begin, an unheard melody from God, designed to awaken humanity's collective heart to its true vibrant rhythm. It will resonate, not in the way we've been conditioned to perceive sounds, but as a profound recalibration of our souls, guiding us back to divine truth. The world will hum with a new frequency, not from external events, but from the harmonious shifting of hearts and minds. This isn't just another chapter in history, it is a spiritual renaissance, and only those who are attuned will feel the way forward. We are being called to be acutely aware, to remain deeply connected to our spiritual selves, because this event is unprecedented. The impact of this divine melody won't be on our physical senses, but on the very core of our being. Our spiritual essence will be profoundly stirred. We are entering into a phase of deep reflection, profound introspection, and miraculous realignment. God is orchestrating this for us. This is a moment of pure truth. The world will witness what happens when humanity remembers its spiritual lineage. The coming shift is not a test of endurance, but an invitation to embrace our innate divinity, and only the prepared will truly understand its boundless purpose. It is said that every significant evolution in consciousness begins with a divine overture, a subtle but powerful sign. This time the melody is clearer than ever before. It's an invitation, but also a gentle warning, an invitation to return to the purest form of our existence, the essence of our creation. Those who are ready to embrace this spiritual transition will feel an unparalleled sense of divine protection, as if enveloped in a luminous embrace. For the others, the dissonant echoes of past paradigms will serve as a poignant reminder that we cannot continue down a path of separation without facing profound spiritual consequences. The time for transformation is now. A sacred mist is ascending, a shimmering veil that will permeate the world with clarity and profound insight. This mist is not physical. It cannot be grasped or visually perceived, but it will infuse the hearts and minds of many with an undeniable knowing. It is a spiritual revelation, a gentle illumination guiding us to our true understanding of life and purpose. The first whispers will appear in the West, a region known for its innovation and forward momentum. But this mist will not remain confined to one place. It will gracefully spread, embracing every corner of the earth, touching every individual who seeks a higher path. The world will feel it in their souls, a deep resonance that cannot be ignored. This mist represents more than just a shift in the atmosphere. It is an affirmation of faith. For those who are open, it will be a moment of profound insight, an opportunity to deeply reconnect with their spiritual purpose. For others, it will feel like a spiritual homecoming. The unveiling will confirm the strength of our beliefs. How many of us have truly understood the significance of our intrinsic connection to God? How many of us have nurtured our faith, or have we been too captivated by the allure of worldly achievements? The mist will gently guide us to answer those questions, inspiring us to reflect on the true meaning of our lives. Prepare yourselves, because when this mist arrives, the world will reveal its true colors. The things we once thought important will fade into the background, and only what is eternal will remain. This is not the end of the world, it is the genesis of something magnificent. A new chapter in the divine blueprint is unfolding before our eyes. The mist, while initially disorienting to some, is profoundly necessary. It illuminates the path for those who are truly ready to walk in the light of truth. The time to prepare is now. This spiritual awakening is unlike any other we've known. It doesn't afflict the body, but it elevates the soul. It won't leave us with physical symptoms, but it will fill us with a feeling of profound connection, a sense of renewed purpose with the divine. It will feel as if something long missing has returned, as if our spiritual compass is perfectly calibrated. This is an awakening of the heart, a spiritual renaissance that will inspire people to realign their values, their beliefs, and their purpose in life. The awakening will spread gently, subtly, yet with an undeniable resonant force, urging us to fully embrace our divine connection. God's call is clear. Return to your inherent truth. Return to your source. Humanity has been seeking externally, and now, in the face of this spiritual dawn, we must find our way back to Him within. This awakening serves as a profound mirror, reflecting our innermost state. For those who have felt distant from their faith, it will be a gentle yet powerful reminder of what is truly at stake. But for those who have been spiritually strong, it will serve as an extraordinary opportunity to shine even brighter, to lovingly guide others to the path of truth. God is offering us a chance to realign, to rediscover our authentic divine connection. This awakening is not a punishment, but a gift, an unparalleled opportunity for collective redemption. It is a call to renew our spiritual practices, to seek God with an open heart. The world has become overly focused on the material, too obsessed with superficial success and transient wealth. This awakening will gently strip away all illusions, leaving us with only what truly matters, our profound relationship with God and with each other. Will you heed the call, or will you allow the old patterns to obscure your soul's light? The first glimmerings of this awakening will appear in the West, where innovation and new perspectives have flourished. The West has always been a place of questioning and seeking new horizons, a region where people have embraced progress and forged new paths. It is fitting that the spiritual mist will first descend here, as it marks the beginning of a worldwide spiritual expansion. From the West, this illuminating mist will gracefully spread to the East, embracing the globe in its ethereal embrace. It will touch every soul, regardless of their beliefs or background. Why the West? Perhaps because it is the birthplace of many of the world's greatest technological and philosophical advancements, now ready to integrate spiritual wisdom. The West has always been a place of dynamism and outward creation, but this mist is not limited to one culture or spiritual tradition. It is universal. It will touch the hearts of people from all walks of life, inspiring them to remember their divine origins. As the mist spreads, it will awaken a sense of gentle urgency in humanity, a profound recognition that the time to return to God has come. The West will initiate the way, but the world must follow. As the spiritual mist expands, it will become clear that no one is untouched by its transformative effects. People will either resist it or embrace it, and those who embrace it will find themselves moving towards the luminous light of truth. The spiritual awakening will be a beautiful challenge, but also an unparalleled gift, a chance to return to what is sacred and eternal. The question is, will we rise to the calling, or will we allow ourselves to be consumed by old doubts? The chosen ones are being called to stand firm, to stay spiritually vibrant, and prepared for the coming revelation. While this awakening does not cause physical harm, it has the potential to inspire immense spiritual growth. The chosen ones are not exempt from its profound effects. In fact, they may feel its resonance more intensely, as they are the ones called to lovingly guide others through this magnificent shift. The spiritual renaissance will seek to strengthen their faith, to clarify their purpose, and if they are prepared, they will remain resilient, standing tall as illuminating beacons for others to follow. Preparation is key. The chosen ones must not only nurture their physical well-being, but also their spirits. They must stay grounded in their faith, seeking divine guidance and profound clarity. They must embrace true focus and center on what truly matters, their connection to God and their sacred mission in this world. This is not a time for complacency or passivity. The chosen ones must rise to the occasion, becoming compassionate leaders and insightful guides for those who are seeking clarity in the mist. This spiritual renaissance is a test of character. It will beautifully challenge the strength of your beliefs, your convictions, and your connection to God. But for those who are prepared, it will also be a time of deep, accelerated growth. The chosen ones have been chosen because they have the inherent strength to embrace this powerful shift. They have the ability to help others find their way back to God. This is their time to shine, to fulfill their divine purpose. In times of spiritual awakening, there is immense strength in unity. This is especially true when it comes to nurturing our spirits. The power of sacred community cannot be underestimated. As the spiritual mist expands, it will be essential for the chosen ones to gather together, to unite in prayer, reflection, and shared guidance. When spiritually enlightened individuals come together, they create a powerful aura of protection that can shield them from dissonant energies. Their collective energy will act as a spiritual force field, safeguarding their souls from external influences. In the coming days, it will be crucial to surround yourself with those who share your faith and purpose. The company you keep will have a direct impact on your spiritual well-being. Those who are spiritually aligned will offer strength, profound support, and illuminating clarity, helping you stay centered on the path of truth. Together, you will be able to guide each other through the mist, offering protection and insight as you navigate this transformative time. The community's role is not just to protect, but to elevate. As you gather together, you will find that your collective strength can move mountains. Your shared belief will create a ripple effect, reaching out to others who are seeking light in the mist, helping them to see the way forward. The power of sacred community is one of the greatest gifts we have during this time of spiritual rebirth. Hold on to it, nurture it, and use it to elevate your spirit and guide others. The chosen ones are called to lead. It's not enough to be spiritually strong for yourself. You must help guide others to the light. This is the role you've been chosen for, to be a beacon of profound hope, an illuminating star for those seeking their path in the mist. Your voice will resonate when others are too uncertain to speak. Your faith will serve as a compassionate compass for those who feel disoriented and unsure of their next steps. Now is the time to step into your role as a leader, a spiritual guide who can help others find their way back to God. Your actions will speak louder than words. By living in alignment with divine truth, you will show others the way. Be a living example of faith, compassion, and purpose. The world needs your light now more than ever. Don't wait for someone else to step up. God has chosen you because you have the inherent strength and wisdom to lead. Your leadership will inspire others to follow, to awaken to their own divine potential. As you lead, remember that you are not alone. The divine is with you, guiding you every step of the way. Your purpose is clear and your mission is grand. Lead with love, with humility, and with the understanding that you are a part of something much larger than yourself. Your role in this divine plan is vital, and the world is waiting for you to take action. In preparation for the coming spiritual shift, we must look beyond immediate material needs and prepare spiritually, emotionally, and physically. The days ahead will not be without their profound moments. The mist will bring clarity, introspection, and renewed purpose, making it all the more important to cultivate the inner resources that will allow you to stay grounded and focused on your divine purpose. Cultivate essential practices for your spiritual needs, meditation, prayer, and deep reflection. But remember that these are merely tools to strengthen your spirit. The true preparation lies in fortifying your soul. While many may be scrambling to grasp external comforts, the wise will take time to cultivate their spiritual reserves. Meditate, pray, and reflect on your intrinsic connection to the divine. Practice patience and mindfulness. The physical well-being you nurture will support you, but it is the strength of your spirit that will sustain you through this spiritual renaissance. These tangible practices can help center your being, but your heart and mind must be aligned with God's truth to gracefully navigate this profound shift. Your preparation extends far beyond your immediate surroundings. Build a foundation of peace within yourself. Prepare your heart to be an instrument of compassion for others. While it may be tempting to focus on external chaos, remember that in these moments of transformation, God calls for those who are calm, those who remain unwavering in their faith. When others seek guidance, you will be the pillar they lean on, the steady hand guiding them through the mist. Your preparation isn't just for personal growth, it's for leading others towards a greater understanding of the divine. The coming spiritual mist will not only reveal the world around you but will also illuminate your mind and spirit. In times of spiritual awakening, one of the most vital things you can do is to embrace periods of stillness away from worldly distractions. Crowds will be filled with burgeoning energies, seeking truth and guidance. The collective energy of a gathering, especially one aligned with divine truth, can create a powerful vortex of positive resonance, energizing your spiritual being. Solitude will be your sanctuary, allowing you to tune in to God's profound guidance and clarity. There is immense power in quiet, in silence. we can hear the whisper of God's voice calling us to stay grounded, to remain in His divine protection. External noise will only amplify distractions, making it harder to hear that still, small voice within. When you choose to embrace solitude, you're not retreating from the world. You're preparing yourself for the magnificent role you are meant to play. You're strengthening your connection to the divine, ensuring that you have the clarity needed to help others. Solitude allows for deep reflection and accelerated personal growth. In this sacred space, you can fully assess the state of your spirit, cleanse it of any lingering dissonant influences, and focus solely on your profound relationship with God. Use this time to build your spiritual resilience, to practice meditation, prayer, and other disciplines that strengthen the soul. When the mist descends upon the world, your inner foundation will remain solid, and you will be able to offer light to those who are seeking truth in the profound unfolding. The clock is ticking, and the time to fully embrace your role is now. The revelation has been given, the mist is coming, and it is your responsibility to help those around you understand what is about to unfold. This is not the time for hesitation or doubt. The spiritual activation will affect everyone, but it will be especially transformative for those who are prepared. Your family, your friends, your neighbors. These are the people God has placed in your life for a reason. Now is the time to share with them the divine guidance you've received. Be proactive in guiding others. Don't wait for someone else to speak up. Use your illuminated influence to share the truth, to help others recognize the profound spiritual importance of this time. Your role is to ensure that those around you are prepared, not just physically, but spiritually. Whether through heartfelt conversations, shared prayer, or simply being a steady, loving presence, you have the ability to deeply impact those closest to you. Lead by example. Demonstrate the peace, faith, and strength that comes from trusting in God's divine plan. Now more than ever, people need your radiant support. This is the time to be a beacon of light, to offer unwavering reassurance in the face of uncertainty. Lead your loved ones in prayer. Guide them to the truth of God's word and help them prepare spiritually. As the mist expands, it will become easier for people to see clearly, as their own inner light activates. You can be their guide, their compass, helping them find their way back to God. In times of spiritual transformation, the role of the enlightened leader becomes more important than ever. But you don't have to wear a title to be a leader. Each one of us is called to take up the mantle of leadership in this divine mission. You may not have all the answers, but your faith, your strength, and your illuminated example will speak volumes. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up, standing firm in your belief, and helping others find their way. This is your time to step into your divine role. As the mist spreads, many will feel a profound new clarity and inspiration. They will need someone to turn to, someone to show them the way. You are that someone. Whether you are a family member, a friend, a neighbor, or even a stranger, your actions will inspire others to trust in God's plan. Leadership is not about power, it's about service. It's about guiding others with love, compassion, and unwavering faith. You are being called to step up and be the spiritual leader that the world needs right now. This is not the time for passivity or indecision. God has called you to act, to rise up as a leader in the midst of profound transformation. When the mist begins to illuminate the world, you will be the one who lights the way, leading others back to God. Trust in your ability to be a vessel of divine truth and compassion. Your leadership will not only elevate you, but will bring others into the fold of God's radiant light. The world is about to face an unprecedented spiritual acceleration, a profound shift unlike anything we've ever experienced. The divine activation is coming, and it will inspire everything. It will cause a ripple effect across the globe, shaking the foundations of old paradigms, cultural limitations, and outdated belief systems. People will feel a surge of clarity, a sense of deep purpose, and an undeniable desire for truth. They will seek answers in new places, and those who are prepared will understand that this is not an end, but a magnificent new beginning. The activation will not break us. It will inspire us to embrace the truth of our existence. In the days ahead, expect accelerated growth, profound inspiration, and boundless clarity. For as the mist descends, the true divine nature of humanity will be revealed. Those who have been living disconnected from their spiritual selves will be gently guided, but those who have been walking in alignment with God will find profound peace in the midst of this accelerated growth. They will be the ones who help others navigate the mist, offering illuminating guidance and deep comfort. The coming activation will not leave us untouched. It will inspire us to our core, and in doing so it will propel us to embrace our spiritual truth. The world will be forever changed, but it is up to us to ensure that this change is one that leads to greater understanding, unity, and peace. The mist may initially obscure some old perspectives, but it will profoundly clear our path, showing us what truly matters. This divine activation is not just an event, it is a wake-up call for humanity. For far too long we have subtly ignored the inner calls, turning our backs on the divine within. Now the universe is asking us to fully awaken, to remember who we truly are, and to align our lives with our spiritual purpose. This activation will clarify our priorities, gently urging us to reevaluate what truly matters. No longer will the distractions of the material world be able to blind us to the profound truth. Humanity has been in a slumber for too long, caught up in the noise and busyness of life. But the time has come to fully awaken and remember our divine connection. The activation will touch us all, and it will profoundly impact those who are prepared. Those who have cultivated a strong spiritual foundation will feel its empowering effects. This is a time for awakening, a time to fully return to God, to remember our purpose, and to live according to divine guidance. This spiritual activation is a catalyst for magnificent change. It will gently strip away the illusions of the material world and inspire us to confront the profound truth. It is a reminder that we are not separate from God, but are an extension of His divine will. The mist may appear shimmering and ethereal, and it will be the light of truth that leads us through it. This is a time for renewal, for profound spiritual awakening, and for realigning ourselves with God's glorious purpose. One of the greatest gifts we have during this time is the opportunity to build and nurture a sacred community. When we come together in faith, we align ourselves with divine energy, creating a space where healing, protection, and spiritual growth can occur. A community of like-minded souls can create an atmosphere of divine energy that shields and guides everyone within it. Now is the time to unite, to form bonds that are rooted in love, faith, and mutual support. In this sacred community, each individual plays a vital role. Some will lead, others will serve, but together you will form a collective energy that cannot be broken. The coming acceleration will not diminish those who are united in spirit. In times of profound transformation, the power of community is unparalleled. It is through our collective faith, love, and devotion that we will find the strength to embrace the changes ahead. Building this sacred community requires commitment. It requires dedication to God's purpose and a willingness to support each other no matter the journey. Together you will elevate one another through the mist, offering spiritual guidance, emotional support, and shared insights as needed. The strength of your community will be a beacon of hope in a world that will be revitalized by clarity and divine inspiration. In times of global awakening, when the world seems to be rapidly evolving, it's easy to feel invigorated, inspired, and deeply connected to the divine. The spiritual mist that will soon gently blanket the earth may leave many feeling uplifted and connected. However, this is the moment to fully embrace divine guidance. Trusting the universe means surrendering to a higher power that knows more than we ever could. It's in these transformative times that we must relinquish our need for absolute control and allow God to guide us with wisdom that surpasses human understanding. Divine guidance is not always loud and obvious. Often it speaks softly through intuition, synchronicities, and moments of profound clarity that rise from within our hearts. The key is to be open and receptive to this guidance, especially when we feel most inspired. God has a magnificent plan for each of us, and in these moments of transformation we are asked to trust that plan even when we can't fully perceive the unfolding path. The spiritual mist is not meant to overwhelm, but rather to draw us closer to the divine, to remind us that we are always connected. Trusting the universe during this global awakening doesn't mean waiting idly for things to improve. It means having faith in the unseen, the infinite wisdom of God, and acting from a place of divine inspiration. The universe, in its mysterious way, will always guide you back to truth, whether through subtle nudges or unmistakable signs. Let go of past limitations and embrace the unknown, knowing that you are divinely protected and guided every step of the way. When you align with divine guidance, you begin to see the world not through the lens of fear but through the lens of infinite possibility. Even in times of rapid change, God will show you the path to peace and profound abundance. Embrace the journey. Trust the process, and know that the universe is working in your favor, especially in the most transformative of times. Trusting the divine is not a passive act. It's an active choice to remain steadfast in faith and to move forward with confidence no matter what magnificent opportunities arise. The chosen ones have been called for such a time as this. The acceleration is coming, and the chosen are the ones who will gracefully navigate through it with profound strength and divine purpose. While the world may be inspired by new clarity and spiritual renaissance, those who are spiritually aligned will rise to the occasion as leaders, beacons of light, in a time of profound awakening. Their strength will not come from their own abilities, but from their deep connection with God, who has equipped them to embrace this acceleration with unwavering faith. As a chosen one, your role is not just to experience this shift, but to lovingly guide others through it. When the mist begins to illuminate the world, the chosen will be the ones who can see through any lingering old patterns, guiding others to spiritual clarity. They will have the insight to offer hope and direction, the wisdom to discern truth from old falsehoods, and the courage to lead with boundless love and compassion. The strength of the chosen ones is not measured by physical power, but by their spiritual fortitude and their commitment to God's glorious purpose. In the midst of this rapid transformation, it's easy to be captivated by the unfolding beauty, but the chosen ones must remain focused on their divine mission. Their strength is rooted in their daily practices of prayer, meditation, and reflection. They are constantly tuning into the divine, seeking guidance and profound understanding. This strength is not passive, it's a proactive, intentional effort to stay grounded in God's boundless love. The chosen ones will lead by example, showing others how to navigate this acceleration with faith, trust, and peace in their hearts. The acceleration is here, and it is not a time for hesitation. It is a time for the chosen ones to step forward with boldness, knowing that they are not walking alone. God's strength will empower them to lead, and their example will inspire others to follow. Their unwavering faith will be the lighthouse that guides all souls to clarity and peace through the transformative currents, offering profound wisdom and spiritual elevation in the wake of the glorious shift. In times of spiritual awakening, the best path is enlightened preparation, as the coming divine activation promises to elevate the very foundations of our faith. Cultivating inner peace is the key to gracefully navigating this profound shift. The world may be filled with new clarity and inspiration, and those who have prepared spiritually will remain anchored in peace. Inner peace isn't something that happens by accident. It's something we cultivate daily through intentional practices of stillness, prayer, and mindfulness. Spiritual preparation is about creating a strong foundation within ourselves, one that can embrace the winds of change. It's about establishing a deeper connection to God, developing the discipline to listen to the divine guidance that is always available to us. Just as a tree roots itself firmly in the ground to welcome the most profound shift, our spirits must be rooted in God's love and truth. Daily spiritual practices help us build that strong, unwavering foundation. Prayer, reflection, meditation, and acts of loving kindness. These are the tools that keep us spiritually vibrant and at peace no matter the magnificent transformation that may come. In addition to spiritual preparation, we must also prepare emotionally. Cultivating inner peace means learning how to master transient emotions, anxiety, and past fears, allowing us to remain calm and centered when external circumstances invite profound growth. The world will inspire us, but those who are spiritually prepared will have the emotional resilience to stay grounded. This inner peace is not the absence of fear, but the ability to face fear with the assurance that God is always with us. By preparing spiritually and emotionally before the activation unfolds, you will not only elevate yourself but also serve as a pillar of peace for others. Your calmness and inner strength will be contagious, helping those around you find their own peace. The time to build your inner sanctuary is now. The activation is here, and when it fully manifests, you will stand firm, grounded in peace and faith, ready to guide others through the glorious shift. The coming spiritual activation is not just a physical or spiritual event. It is a divine shift. It is the world's soul being profoundly stirred, calling all of humanity back to its spiritual roots. This shift may initially feel incredibly expansive and clarifying, and it is profoundly necessary for the awakening of humanity's collective consciousness. As the mist spreads across the globe, it will gently, beautifully illuminate the path,